Thank you, Todd. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to SmartCon 2024. Welcome to Hong Kong. I hope you have the chance to explore our wonderful city, our highly ranked hiking trails at the Peak and in Sai Kung, our nice beaches in Repulse Bay at Stanley, the fantastic view of our Victoria Harbour, our cultural offerings at M+ and Palace Museums, and of course, our Michelin stars restaurants of not only Chinese but different Asian Western cuisines, all within 20-30 minutes. It is my absolute pleasure to see you, SmartCon being held in Hong Kong. For me, it is a dream come true since my trip to SmartCon 2023 at Barcelona a year ago. I remember vividly when I first met Sergey there, and he said I didn't talk like a normal government official. At the time, I had no idea if it was a compliment or criticism. Indeed, I myself used to be in investment banking for almost 2 decades before I joined the government, and I'm still paying $299 a year to keep my chartered financial analyst designation, which my wife is not too happy about. Well, we, finance people, know best how pricing and interoperability set the fundamentals for any market activities. Although these two concepts may be applied in different forms or colors at different points in time, we know market activities are always about finding counterparts, forming protocols, and having the most cutting-edge data to facilitate accurate and efficient transactions. I'm fortunate to have my finance career experience that helped me appreciate Chainlink's impact in the world of finance. And I'm fortunate to have the opportunity to meet Sergey and team to learn how Chainlink's Oracle network serves decentralized finance like energy serves network of transportation. The open source technology infrastructure allows any blockchain to securely connect to off-chain data and computation resources. The network nodes fetch, validate, and deliver data from multiple sources onto blockchains to execute smart contracts, most importantly, with consistency and anti-vulnerability. DeFi projects depend on it. The entire decentralized infrastructure of innovation relies on a safe oracle to make things work. Witnessing the enthusiasm of builders and users in Chainlink community last year, I told myself, Asia and Hong Kong have to learn about these opportunities from a Chainlink community. And the Chainlink community has to learn about the potential for Web3 development in Asia, and particularly here in Hong Kong. As Asia's leading international financial center, Hong Kong enjoys a distinctive blend of advantages under one country, two systems. On one hand, our core strengths include free flow of capital, a robust common law system, and a simple and low-tax regime. On the other hand, Hong Kong enjoys preferential access to mainland China market, the world's second largest economy, with different connect schemes already in place across Stock Connect, Bond Connect, ETF Connect, Wealth Management Connect, etc. These dual advantages position Hong Kong as a super connector between China and international markets, between the East and the West. Building on this strong foundation, Hong Kong has firmly established itself as Asia's leading international financial center. We consistently top various league tables in the region across issuance of Asian international bonds, the scale of a cross-border wealth management business, insurance density, the scale of a hedge fund business, the size of offshore renminbi liquidity pool, the issuance of green and sustainable bonds, etc., etc. Indeed, Hong Kong ranked third in the world and number 1 in Asia under the Global Financial Centers Index. These are not just rankings. They are a testament to our robust financial ecosystem, which sets the stage for Hong Kong to become a leader in the realm of Web3. As most of the financial institutions set up the Asia's regional headquarters or the largest regional presence here in Hong Kong, Web3 companies here can enjoy tremendous access to potential clients, potential investors, and potential business partners, making Hong Kong an ideal place for Web3 companies to start up and scale up. similar to the vision of Chainlink, empowering its community to thrive. Our latest figures tell the vibrancy of our ecosystem. At present, we house more than 1,100 fintech and Web3 companies here in town, an increase of about 15% in comparison to the figure last year. In our Chief Executive's 2024 policy address announced earlier this month, we are advancing the development of cutting-edge financial services that will reshape the financial landscape of tomorrow. Key areas of focus include central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, payments, virtual banking, virtual insurance, and of course, virtual asset transactions. Innovation cannot thrive without a supportive environment. Recognizing this, 2 years ago, we issued the policy statement on development of virtual assets in Hong Kong, which outlined our vision and policy direction. We believe that virtual assets are here to stay as an asset class. And as an international financial center and a metropolis for innovation and technology, Hong Kong embraces the megatrend of Web3 development and commits ourselves to transforming the city into a global Web3 hub. Since then, under the same activity, same risk, same rule principle, the government and our regulators have worked to create a supportive environment. Our philosophy is very clear. We firmly believe that encouraging financial innovation is only possible through providing a transparent, certain, and predictable regulatory environment. A significant milestone in our journey was the introduction of the licensing regime for virtual asset trading platforms in June last year. 3 virtual asset trading platforms are currently licensed by the Securities and Futures Commission, SFC, and there are currently 11 so-called deemed to be licensed applicants with pre-existing business in Hong Kong that SFC is adopting a swift approach to review the applications. As things currently stand, SFC is on track to grant licenses to a few of these deemed applicants by the end of this year. We've also made significant strides in another key area, stablecoins. Earlier this year, we completed public consultations on the regulatory frameworks for stablecoins. During the 2-month consultation on stablecoin, we received over 100 submissions from various stakeholders and market participants. The consensus was clear. With the growing prominence of virtual assets, it is crucial to establish a regulatory framework for fiat-referenced stablecoins issuers. We are currently finalizing the necessary preparations, and we aim at submitting the draft legislation on stablecoins to our Legislative Council by the end of this year. And in March this year, we took another important step by introducing a stablecoin sandbox to allow interested parties to conduct testing and to facilitate two-way communication on the proposed regulatory requirements, ensuring such requirements are fit for purpose. Looking ahead, we will conduct a second round of public consultation on the regulatory proposal for the over-the-counter virtual asset trading. We will also put forward a proposed licensing regime for virtual asset custodian service providers, ensuring the safekeeping of digital assets in line with international standards. When we come up with new regulation in Hong Kong, we go through a vigorous process, including soft consultation with the industry, formal public consultation, followed by the formal legislative process at the Legislative Council involving panel discussion, first readings, bills committees, second reading, and third reading, so that the industry views is fully heard and reflected throughout the whole extensive process. In addition to providing a clear regulatory direction, the government has also led by example in taking a proactive approach in promoting tokenization. 2 years ago, the Hong Kong Exile government ourselves issued our own NFT to demonstrate our openness and commitment to Web3. And last year, the Hong Kong Exile government became the first government in the world to issue tokenized green bonds, setting a global precedent. Subsequently, we launched a second tokenized green bond in February this year as well. We are also actively engaging with market participants to explore additional applications of DLT in the capital markets, aiming to enhance the efficiency, transparency, and cost-effectiveness of securities issuance and trading. As a leading international financial center, Hong Kong is uniquely positioned to link virtual assets to traditional financial instruments. Since December 2022, the first virtual asset futures ETF were listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Then last year, as mentioned earlier, we became the first government issuing tokenized green bond. Then in April this year, we welcomed the listing of Asia's first virtual asset spot ETFs here in Hong Kong, further diversifying the range of products available in our markets. It was the first time a virtual asset spot ETF product has been launched in the Asian market, reaffirming our leadership in the development of virtual assets in the region. In parallel, I'm glad to see that Chainlink's vision and tech, particularly the cross-chain interoperability protocol, CCIP, have made remarkable progress in being adopted in the traditional finance world. We see SWIFT integrating with blockchains, enabling banks to connect to blockchains using SWIFT standards and Chainlink infrastructure. We see Deco Sandbox bringing zero-knowledge proof, ZKPs, to institution transaction for privacy and safety. And here in Hong Kong, we see a local fintech firm working with Chainlink to expand partnership in tokenizing real-world assets. We also see Chainlink participating in the latest explorations of various technologies with the Hong Kong's public sector. Ladies and gentlemen, the initiatives and regulatory progress in Hong Kong I've mentioned are laying the foundation for the next wave of opportunities in Web3. We will continue to employ a multi-pronged approach to facilitate the robust, sustainable, and responsible development of the virtual asset industry. Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol and how it can be a critical component in enabling on-chain capital markets are well recognized by the market here in Hong Kong. I'm sure with Hong Kong openness, transparency, and efficiency as a Web3 hub, and with Chainlink's ability to empower institutions to securely access any on-chain environment from a friendly interface, a lot of good work can be done together. Sky is the limit for us. Let's unleash enormous potential of Web3 together, and together we shall seize the immense opportunities ahead in our Web3 journey. Well, thank you for coming to Hong Kong SmartCon. Thank you for coming to Hong Kong Chainlink, and I wish you all a very fruitful conference and enjoyable stay here in Hong Kong. Thank you.